Hello guys, this is Glenn from Sydney CBD Repair Centre, and today we have an ASUS ROG 5S with a cracked display and possibly a very bent frame. And David is here with us to go fix it. Let's go! So first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna tape up this broken back cover. So this is made of glass, and this is gonna be a hazard while we're working on it, and it's gonna break more as we open this device. So to prevent that from happening, we're gonna tape them up here with a heat resistant tape. Any tape will do, but this specific tape is really heat resistant and does not leave any residue later on when we remove it as we deliver this fixed device, hopefully, to the client. And that also holds up the shards of glass that can possibly fall off as we heat up and then pry open this device. The adhesives will be also sliced off from the back of the device. As you can see here, we're gonna be lifting it up from one side, and there's a small flat cable that is attached to the side of the device on the left side. So we're gonna be very careful as we remove this. It's gonna be a very sensitive component. And as you can see here, there's actually 5 different sections of this smartphone. On top is the camera array, and then the battery, and then the motherboard, and then the battery, and then the daughter board at the bottom. So the motherboard on this smartphone is actually in a sandwich pattern. So that means there's 2 of them on top of each other. As you can see here, as a gaming smartphone, you also can see some paste, thermal paste, to take away the heat while you're gaming. So these are high performance chips that needs maximum heat dissipation so that the device will not melt on its own heat. And David has been doing this for quite some time now, in that he's just going to remove some components that needs to be removed so to gain access to this display. So there's a small flat cable that runs through the chassis, so we're just gonna pull it out through that channel, through that slot, and then we're gonna be off with that broken display. And here's a level just to measure if the smartphone is indeed bent, because it seems like it's tapped on that portion on the side. And David is gonna make sure that the housing is still aligned, so that when we install a fresh and working replacement screen, it's gonna be snug and fit to the housing. We're gonna clean up the original glue that comes with this device, and then David is gonna perform some voodoo realignment magic on this one, so it will be a good fix later on. So just some prep work, cleaning the liquid glue and then aligning the housing. And this is our liquid glue, fresh one. So if your smartphone is rated to be waterproof from the factory, that's because the smartphone manufacturer has guaranteed that it's gonna be waterproof at that level. And then of course they have warranty. And unlike here in the shop, we just use our own glue, which is standard on all our repair services. So when you're going about with a repaired smartphone that's not from the manufacturer, just be wary that the glue may not be the original one, and it's gonna be prone to damage if the phone was used in the pool or underwater. So right here, we're gonna just reinstall the battery and the motherboard that we took out. Before we did this ASUS ROG 5 and the 5S, we tend to disassemble the whole thing, but David has learned over time that you can just be more efficient. So this smartphone repair is going to be shorter than the usual. And if you have an ASUS ROG 5S from overseas that you want to get fixed here in Australia, in Sydney, David is going to be welcoming you in sending your own devices through mail-in. You can send it through post, and once we're done with it, we're going to send it back to you already fixed and working. We have already done this in the past. We have clients from the US, Europe, and of course a lot of parts in Asia. Right here, quick fix. We'll see if it boots up regularly or it's got any more problems. But so far so good. You're just gonna unlock it, and then that's a very gamery welcome screen, and the charging port is on the other side, not centered. Cameras are all working. And that's David. Say hi. That's it for us, guys. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. If you want to know more and see more, just check out our other videos. Take care of yourself and see you next time. Cheers!
If you want your smartphone fixed for a very reasonable price, you may contact Sydney CBD Repair Centre. We also provide mail-in repair services for customers outside of Australia or Sydney. Just message us so we can arrange the shipping of your device.